Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. We got some investigating to do. I'm gonna be honest, I got no fucking clue what's going on. I have no earthly idea. Like, it's like not entirely true, right? Obviously, like, you know, I've got some clue. Goodman was killed, blah, 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 right? There's some stuff that we know here, but like, learning that he was killed at the police department throws everything out of whack for me, because like, was he actually killed there, or was like the chief of police just lying or something? You know, I don't fully know. I get we were played to like set up Edgeworth to take the fall for this. I understand that. I don't fully understand why as of yet. I'm not sure like why that he wanted to do that. Maybe because he killed Goodman? I don't know, but that's like a stretch. The only real reason I have to think that is just because he seems kind of mean. I don't know, like, this is pretty fucked up now that I think about it. Just because someone's mean doesn't mean they're a murderer. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Same, girl. Fucking same. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. All right, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Hey, you never know. Wait a minute, hold on. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Emma, get out of my head. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! All right, kiddo. Let's go get him. February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So, the knife was hidden in the muffler of the car. And also in, like, the muffler of Lana. Is her name Lana? Is that right? It might. Names are a struggle for me, and it's been a moment. I think her name's Lana. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? So true. Finally, someone gets it. What do you mean there was a murder there? It's not important. There wasn't even a body, idiot. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. And big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Well, we're just gonna shine like a fucking UV light. I'm amazed no one's done this before, actually. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Or this works as well, actually. Yeah, this is even better. Maybe. I don't know. Is this better? I have no fucking clue. If there's like a blood splatter on a surface and then you throw a bunch of water on it, I assume it still shows under a UV light, right? Otherwise, what would be like the point? Because like I thought my assumption was you shine the UV light to see to look. Well, I guess UV light also shows things that aren't just blood, right? It shows other substances as well. Whereas maybe luminol testing fluid only reacts to blood. Look, I'm not a detective. I don't work at crime scenes, or I don't work with bodily fluids of any nature, truthfully, or in any medical field. I don't know fucking anything, okay? Like, luminol. Blood is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. What is this argument? Because you're a minor, because you're not 18. So in the United States of America, even if you weren't a minor, you still may not be able to drink if you're like 19 or 20. You're not a minor, but you can't drink. But anyway, that's irrelevant to this point. The point I'm trying to make is that I don't understand why it would be illegal for you at let's say you're 16 or let's say you're 17. All right, we'll make this I'll just pick a fucking number. Let's say you're 17. All right. I don't understand why it would be illegal for you to spray luminol fluid to search for traces of blood. I don't know what law that would be breaking. I'm not a lawyer, which makes this really awkward when I'm Phoenix Wright. He's a lawyer. He should know. Maybe this is against the law. I can't imagine why it would be, though. What is wrong with that? But if it is, let's say that it is illegal for you to spray this luminol fluid to find the blood. It is then legal for you to have it? Like, what is this? Like, what, you can have the luminol fluid, but you can't use it. No. Like, we're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Jesus. Me just looking through one half of the fucking 3D glasses at the drive-in movie theater because I just want to see everything red. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Please tell me I can just click. Oh, God. Hey, thank God. Yeah, who would have thought? They're over there by where the body was. Oh, gee. The fucking CSI zoom in, enhance. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically? The amount? Yeah, this doesn't seem like... I don't actually know. I've never... This may be a weird one. I've never stabbed a person. I don't know about you all. How much blood comes out of someone when you stab them? I would think it'd be a good amount. This just seems like a couple drops, right? But I don't know if this is like the scale being weird, because hear me out. To the right here, we've got the outline of the body. So these drops are like, I don't know, they're actually not that big, even if I compare it to like the guy's head. Like the biggest one is like maybe the size of like, you know, a bit like around the eye socket. It'd be like roughly, that's such a strange unit to measure with. I'm so sorry. Or like the size of like his forehead. Like that's kind of a lot of blood, but not, I don't know. Like, wasn't he stabbed in the fucking heart? I imagine you would spew a lot of blood in that case. But I don't actually know. Maybe you don't. Oh yeah, and also Lana got hurt, right? This is probably Lana's blood. Because she got hurt, but she wasn't hurt that badly. She just like cut her hand, right? Or something. That's probably what this is. Yeah, so the body was moved here. in Edgeworth's car. Right? How else would it have gotten here? And Lana found it? And I guess Lana pretended to kill Goodman when she saw people showing up to take the fall for Edgeworth. I'm so spitballing here. I have no fucking clue. I just play the damn game. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, And that's why she would knock over the oil drum full of water. Not to hide the blood from her crime, but to hide the fact that there wasn't any blood. Right? So that way, because if she stabbed Goodman, you know, trying to make it seem like she's killing this guy, and then someone walks up and sees there's no blood on the ground, Goodman's clearly already been dead, right? It's gonna raise a lot of questions. So she knocks the oil drum over to maybe hide the, I guess, I don't know. That's the only reason that would make sense to why she would knock the oil drum over to me. I might be getting in over my head here, though. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy, too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye. Oh, I can just use this. What? Huh? We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? It didn't before? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ah! Oh no, I thought it was gonna be the cowboy. It's you. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. I mean, okay, it doesn't look that bad. Only a day old, I'll take it. Sorry, it's just that kind of a lead isn't... Why can I not read? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? They're not that hard, they're just words. I only speak one language and I can't even do that. All right, hard reset, we're fine. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay, what's up with, what the fuck was up with the trial today? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know! I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable! Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. That's not a long time. What do you mean? 2 years isn't that long. I mean, like, I guess this depends on your age. I don't know, maybe I'm showing how fucking old I am, right? But I don't know, if you're like 8 years old, 2 years is a long time. That's a quarter of your life, right? Whereas if you're like, you know, 80 years old, 2 years is not that long. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Hold on. Hey, what do you think about this, like, switchblade from the SL9 incident? How do you feel about this? Wait, no, I wanted to present it, not examine it. That's my bad. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Okay, maybe I need to present the note for her to do that. What do you think about this? SL9 incidents written on that knife and on that note. Okay, this is all the same stuff so far. Let's see if she says anything new now that I've presented both, maybe? Not yet. I think you can tell us more. No? Have anything else that relates to the SL9 incident? I don't think so. Cell phone, his autopsy report, the Blue Badger panel. God. I don't think any of this relates. I can't talk to her about it. Huh. How do you feel about the Blue Badger panel? Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret behind the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is a wasted time. Hey, get me out of here. You know, honestly, hear me out. I'm gonna just start fucking spraying, dude. You never know where you'll find blood around here. It could be anywhere. Can you imagine I had a limited supply and it was like, tough luck, buddy. You used it all fucking around. You get what you fucking deserve. No, actually, go back to examine. I wanted to slide over and spray a bit more. I was having fun with that. Hold on. I mean, like, we already know of that one. Yeah, there's, like, literally no other blood around here. The fact that there's not any other blood in the car is kind of concerning to me, but whatever. Get me out of here. I want to go to... yeah, let's go to Edgeworth's office. Maybe there's blood in here. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Guess we'll have to come back. Wait, no, hold on. What if there's blood in his room? You never know. I just want to imagine Edgeworth walking in as I'm spraying down his fucking coat with luminol fluid. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? You're drenching my books. I need to read those. And I'm like, sorry, Edgeworth. This is important detective work. You wouldn't understand. Wait, hold on. Was there actually... Am I crazy? Oh, wait a minute. There is blood here. Hold on a second. What? It looks like some blood is dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. A nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence. Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Okay, well, this was not important. Well, now I gotta make sure. You never know, right? Okay, I think we're good. I can't actually... I'm so fucking flabbergasted that there was actually blood in that room. I thought for sure there was not gonna be... Is there any blood in my office? Hold on a second. They should have never given me this damn thing. Biggest fucking mistake this game has ever made. Y'all got any blood around here? Any blood on the plant? There should be blood here. This is where Mia died. Wait a minute. There should absolutely be blood over here, right? Am I crazy? Shake my head. I don't know. Like, maybe, is there like an expiration time on luminol fluid? It's been months, I suppose. Probably, it probably doesn't work literally forever. February 23rd, Police Department, entrance. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Well, hold on. Before we do that, though, you never know when there's going to be blood on the blue badger. I thought for sure that handprint was going to be blood. I was so certain of it. I was like, there's no way. It's gotta be. You never know. Maybe, excuse me, sir, I have to spray you down with luminol fluid. Proper detective work, government order. You know how it is. Oh, yes, of course, sir. Right away, Mr. Wright. You do whatever you have to in the name of justice. Any blood on this car? Did they do a hit and run at some point? No? That's good. That's a good sign. Man, I don't think there's any blood out here, boys. Yeah, it's not looking good. Man, there's none on the blue badger. I was so certain. I could go to the guard station. Let's go to the guard station. What's up with that? Oh my fucking god. February 23rd, evidence room, entrance, guard station. There's a fucking lasso trap over there. What is this gonna hoist me from the ceiling when I step in it? What is this shit? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. Can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. But oh no, this is Phoenix. What I want to know is if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Gee, I wonder who. It could be anyone. Anyway, get luminoled. Woe be upon thee. Luminol test. Fuck, I was so certain. I was like, there's gonna be blood somewhere around here because the body had to be removed from the scene. Is there blood on the cacti? Did someone accidentally prick their finger on a cactus? Someone did! What the hell? Ow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right into these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Yeah, that'd be rough. I would not wish that upon anyone. Like head full on into the fucking cactus like that? No, thank you. I'm good. All right. I've successfully luminoled. Anyway, now we can actually examine the room. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A pounchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Anything? Oh, we can look at the CCTV. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room to here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. That's a good idea. We should do that. But first, I want to look at the tequila bottles. Who's actively drinking on guard, dude? Oh my God. I didn't even notice the big sign that just says Texas. Good God, dude. Heights, these sure are prickly. And they must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing out in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. I love how they started playing the like sob story music and it lasted for like 2 lines. And they're like, all right, we're done with that. That's enough. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarr myself. Yarr. What is this? He turned into a pirate. All right. Oh, I can't check the computer. Interesting. I thought for sure it would let me like... I can't. I guess I need permission from... Oh, what was the cowboy man's name? Marshall. Detective Marshall. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Oh, whoops, I meant to click on the card reader. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, I have to go back to the entrance? Come on, man. Come on, dude. February 23rd, Criminal Station Police Affairs Department. That's the place I want to go. That's where I'll get all my answers. Police Department, Criminal... Oh! I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh, deep breath. Everything's gonna be fine. February 23rd, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. I don't think that is what happened, but... it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Sorry about that, had to take another sip of water, but I'm a little bit dying here. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it in between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Thanks, guy. I must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No, I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. Poster for a female officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniforms calendar. My bad. So this is the police mascot, isn't it? Or is it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Well, the dancing Blue Badger, trademark, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares. Okay, I really thought that like Marshall was gonna be here and then I'd talk to him and then he would like let me into, I guess we go to the detention center? I don't know. February 23rd, detention center. Visitors room. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested the suspect in the police department order? Let's come back later. Good point, actually. Hold on. Who did they arrest? Also, where the fuck am I what am I supposed to do now? Take me back to the guard station? Marshall, are you here? No? I guess I need to figure out how to get, Angel to talk about the fucking SL9 incident. I don't know what I need to show you for that, though. I'm about to just start showing her everything. Hey, what do you feel about this luminol spray? Okay, yeah. Oh god, it's so long. Please, I beg you. Maybe the shoe? No, she doesn't care about the shoe. We already showed her the note. Autopsy report? No. Clearly it's the parking stub. Everyone knows it. The knife. We did it. Just try everything. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Yeah, because she wasn't trying to kill anyone. That's why. Duh. All right, and it doesn't care about the fucking statue. Who would have thought? How do you feel about Goodman's ID? I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. My attorney's badge. It looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. How do I... Talk, please, I beg you. Tell me about SL9. The phone, do you care about that? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Hey, tell me about that time. Ah, let's go! That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. Okay, so hold on. We've got Angel Starr over here. Detective Goodman. Marshall, who is like Cowboy Texas Man. Who's Cowboy Texas Man number 2 down here? Who's that guy? So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, it never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? I'm so sorry. I had a really nasty fucking cough there, and I did not want you all to have to hear it. All right, we're good now. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. But Goodman wasn't. Goodman was still a detective when he was killed. How come why'd he get to keep his job? However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell... There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Miss Star. Oh, excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Let's go. He would enjoy steak. He's Texas, man. They love steak down there. It's all they eat, I hear. There's literally no other food in Texas besides steak. Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Yeah, probably when he like got demoted from his dream job, that probably turned him a bit callous. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Alright, now I bet we can go. Oh, hello, Emma. Greetings. This is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, look at him. He's so sad. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's not the time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence, not justice. We need evidence. Criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Yeah, questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. What? He ran off to the that's Emma. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. So, Marshall still isn't back yet? Who is in the detention center then? Wait a minute. I gotta go here first. That's right. And then I can go to the detention center. February 23rd, detention center visitors room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not have to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. No! Oh, I don't remember your name. This dude is innocent. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. What the fuck? How? Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir! Can we take the megaphone away from him? Does he really need that? Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? And then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ow! Why did they handcuff his hand to his neck or his fucking like? What? His handcuffs aren't on both his hands. What are they doing? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Huh. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, And then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? Victim's body disappeared? It's some story. What the fuck? I don't think there's anything I can show you that matters. Can I go to Marshall now? Am I allowed to do that yet? Oh, fuck, I didn't want it. No, yes, actually, yeah, guard station. Fuck. Damn it, I have to talk to Meekins more. What do you want from me, game? What am I supposed to get out of him? Meekins. I'm about to spray you down, buddy. Officer Meekins, could you look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Okay, well, I can't spray him down. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay. I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Huh. He's scared of knives. Does he do the same for this? Yeah. I was an apple and I was being peeled. That's fucking horrific, dude. That sounds horrible. That sounds truly terrible. What do you think about this? He doesn't know anything about it. Okay, well, Meekins, I don't think you know anything about anything, truth be told. Oh! Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room, sir, and asked the man to show his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's words, sir. My fucking God, dude. So you're telling me Detective Goodman was in there doing an evidence swap with this knife. He pointed the knife at Meekins, whether intentionally or not, and Meekins beat his ass. I guess, is that what really happened? There's no fucking way. There's no shot, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe Meekins is secretly a badass, who knows, but I have a hard time believing it. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. What probably happened was Meekins tried to attack Goodman, and Goodman just fucking bodied him, right? Like, absolutely dumpstered this guy. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why is it they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. Wait, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Wait, you're telling me I can watch this just go down? I'm gonna watch you stab and kill Goodman? That feels pretty cut and dry, doesn't it? Like, you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. What the fuck? What is happening? What is this? Oh God, who's here now? February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Yeah, probably because this is like his boss, you know, and he's getting like pressured that, yeah. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Oh, his music is so ominous. Ooh, I love it. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yup, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case. Right, righto? On karma. God, I'm not gonna lie. The fucking front on Von Karma like this, it's so jarring to me. I don't know why. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. Their being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Raito, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But, you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trapped shut. He's the one you were picking on earlier. Huh, you saw that. Whoops. I wonder what it was he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Hey, Gant, how do you feel about this luminol spray? I was wondering, did you take a look at this? Oh, sorry, Raito. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. Guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. I don't know if there's anything I can show you that matters. So I'm just gonna not. Oh, sorry you had to hear or had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodsman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. I took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So, nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. Hold on a second. It can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. No, hold on. I want to take a look at that. What the fuck is this? So the item was lost on the day he filed it. Bruce Goodman, ID 59. Item lost, who knows? Why'd he write 59? His ID is 58. Surely he wouldn't make that mistake, right? That seems really weird. How do you feel about this? I forgot, there we go. How do you feel about this? He doesn't care. Well, I don't know if I'm getting anything else out of you, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the fucking evidence room. Finally. After 10,000 years. No, I can't, no! Well, hear me out. Can I go to... Oh my god, my brain. Edgeworth. Dear god, I couldn't remember his name. Edgeworth isn't here, huh? What else? I guess I have to show Gant something. right? Because the whole goal right now is I need to get Marshall there so I can talk to him. So it's gotta be something else I can show you. I didn't talk to you about everything, right? No, I didn't. Oh, I need your, here we go. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Raito asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Raito. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Raito, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just rug along now and do your best now. Later, folks. He's so creepy. Oh my God. I love the prolonged stare. It's so good. It's just long enough to be really uncomfortable. Oh. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Finally, after 10,000 years, to the evidence room, and now Marshall's gonna be here. He's not! What? I guess I examine this to use? The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina skies so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. And that better be that's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies, the crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy, then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. That's so fucking sick. I love that. Man, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Oh, so like you're busy? No, I didn't say that. I just don't want to talk to you. So good. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. But he's got no mind to tangle with us hombres. I was wondering if we could talk to you? Sorry, Bambina. But I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer. What the fuck was that? Oh, he's hungry! That's right! What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Yeah, so we show him. Here you go, sir. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? Please don't be. I hope he's not. That'd make it so much better. No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star? What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like. Please don't do the eating sounds while we're talking. I don't want to have to do that. I hate the sounds of eating. It just, I don't know why, it drives me insane. It's so just, oh, it sends shivers down my spine. Not a fan. Makes my skin crawl. He's willing to talk, so I don't like doing them either. Okay, guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I kept getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take the machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books. It smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the names so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 years ago. Or 2 days ago. Not 2 years ago, 2 days ago. 2 days ago? They have our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. And George was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest one to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Plus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Who the fuck is all sevens? That's a highly suspicious ID. So this is the ID card reader. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. And they are kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. And that's what we call transfer. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. I don't think I can show him anything yet. I think I'm just gonna go into the evidence room. We need to go in here. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. Investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. It feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Eek! Whoa! Poor... Man. I'm sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. That's so fucked up. Poor guy. I feel so bad for Detective Gumshoe, man. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant, loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about? Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss. Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to the court records. Hold on, I want to look at that. Okay, this doesn't tell me fucking anything, never mind. I really thought there was gonna be like, you know, hey, here's where the stabbing was, or anything like that, but nope. Well, you know what time it is. When in doubt, spray it out, baby. Please, let me... No, I want it. It keeps pulling me back over there. Any blood anywhere around here? You never know, there might be blood on one of these lockers. Aha! Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. It just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Anything else? Nope. Well, hold on. You never know. All right, I think we're good. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? Poor guy, man. They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. And that was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry, I need a moment. Gumshoe's voice absolutely kills me. I'm trying, I'm dying. Oh, okay. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Honey, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it, you get shocked. Zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Huh. Interesting. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. I want to take a look at some of this shit. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. Been shot square on the forehead. Better him than us. Yo, it's the fishing pole and the metal detector. Where's, what was his name? Rocket? Comet? The dog? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What's a sorry looking fishing pole like? What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Goodman put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out. Oh, Detective Gumshoe is what I said, right? Is that what I said? I don't remember the button to look at the history. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. You're gonna talk behind someone's back? Don't do it right in front of them, pal. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, our security's high-tech around here. Okay, that's pretty much everything over here then. Just giving it another quick once. Oh, the door again. That's the door we just came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Dual slide action. Bro, what is this? What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other blood stains left in the room? We should use our testing fluid to check it out. I agree. Let's do that. I love the luminol testing fluid. Is this actually blood? Okay, it is. That'd be hilarious if it wasn't. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Jesus Christ, Gumshoe. What? But you're a detective. Oh my God, what a guy. Holy shit, you got some blood over there, huh? Must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Goodman might have been an alien. Who knows? He does have pale blue blood. I mean, look, it's right there. There really not going to be any other blood anywhere else around here? I refuse to believe it. There has to be more. No, please. I'm not done with the luminol spray yet. I don't want to give it away. No. Damn. Well. What's up with all the paint buckets, man? What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger? Well, You might say, this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? He made the blue badger in here. What a fucking goober, dude. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know? You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to court record. Huh. Ow. Someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Yeah, I'd like to take a closer look. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Damn, we did that quick. Oh no, that's a piece of it, okay. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh God. Why would you do this to me? Oh no. Okay, well, clearly, what's like a good piece that would fit there? Do I have more pieces? Oh, I can rotate the pieces, I see. Okay, no. Bro, I'm so fucking stupid. Holy shit. How am I already struggling with the first piece? Like, I need like a nice, sharp, jagged edge to slot in there, right? To combine. Nope. Hey, no, not quite. I mean, like, none of these look good to me. Am I just fucking stupid? Do I have more pieces? I mean, I don't think it's this piece. None of these seem great to me. I don't think this one seems great. Ah, there we go. I see now, okay. I thought it needed to be much wider than that. Okay, okay. I got it. So we need a piece, maybe like this? No, okay, we need a longer edge, maybe. Oh, I bet this one. Huh. No, this piece, that probably goes on top, right? Huh, it's not that piece. Okay, the side, it's a little weird with the sizing, but we'll get there. So far, so good. This one's probably this piece. No. Oh, this piece, duh. Like that. No? Oops, I didn't mean to press E again. This piece? Huh. Aha! So now we're probably looking for like this piece. And then... Yeah. No. Obviously not. That'd be ridiculous. There we go. Now it's nice and easy. So this one's gonna be this piece. Okay, that one looked a little weird to me, but whatever. We're missing pieces. No! Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself, and the problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still. It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. What the fuck is that? Like, what? I get that it's like a jar, but it's a very strange one. Look, this one's open! And the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. We put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that the next time I make a jar. Anything else I can examine while I'm in here? Doesn't look like it. Is there anything that I can really show Gumshoe that he would care about? Maybe the glove? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay, thanks, guy. He's gonna say that for a lot of this stuff, huh? You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. How do you feel about this knife? Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. And maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. No, he doesn't care about that. Huh. I don't think it... Blue Badger? This is my crowning achievement. My masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful. I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Poor guy. Huh. Okay, you got anything else for me, Marshall? Oh, I need to prove that there's a connection between... Oh, God. What do I show him for that? Hey, what do you feel about this jar? The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither wild nor west here?
Aha! But that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? Huh? I'm lost.
Looks like you need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. How do you feel about this glove? No, he doesn't care about the glove. Maybe the locker? No. Oh, I know what I need to show him the fucking ID badge.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
Hey, 584-2189 at 5:14 p.m.
Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one more of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me.
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
ID card record added to the court record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here.
Huh. I want to look at this list again.
420, 440. So did he enter at 415? Is that what this is saying? Because someone entered at the exact same time as him.
The 4989596 guy.
Oh no, this just records entering and exiting, question mark? Because that, I assume they left at the same time Bruce entered, or entered, I don't know, because they're right above him at 4:50 p.m. as well, right? Hold on. Maybe Gumshoe knows anything about this? What's your ID, guy? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Interesting. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
Ah. How interesting. Why would Edgeworth come here? What was he doing? I don't want to examine anything. I wanted to move.
I wonder, is, oh, I didn't want to go to the entrance. I wanted to go to, Criminal Affairs Department. Yeah, Gant's already left. Huh. Who else would know about police ID numbers? I mean, I imagine the chief of detectives would, but I can't really talk to him like that. Maybe Meekins? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what this is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. And pass the buck, yeah. I guess we should go ask Edgeworth.
Take me to the law offices. I think that's the faster way. Then we go underground parking lot. And then Edgeworth's office. Still not here, damn it. You wouldn't happen to know any IDs, would you? Could you take a look at this? Okay, no. Nothing going on here. Who else would know about this? Huh. I mean, Marshall? Question mark? It seems weird, but yeah. So we know Edgeworth and Goodman's. Not sure who else to talk to about these. What's the next step now? I need to talk to Edgeworth somehow. Maybe I can talk to... Oh, this is what I need. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? And that put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker. Oh, no, that's right. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. What is this? What is that? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Man, that's so fucked up. I'm off, pal. Later. He's trying his best. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yeah, that's a good one. We really need to go talk to Edgeworth. Take me all the way back. Right and Co. law offices. Underground parking lot. High Prosecutor's Office. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. What the fu- Why are you here? Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. Has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe... Oh, fucking hell. By the way, Detective Gumshoe is looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding attorney. However...
Something happened?
They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Hey, what do you think about this, guy?
Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
Oh, dude, this is so... He's so behind all of this. This is such a fucking setup. The Chief of Police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. Fuck, dude.
Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
What if I show it to you?
Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edward just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay, what the fuck is my best evidence? This jar. He didn't like the jar. I mean, I want to talk to him about SL9. So what if I show him something from SL9? Oh, fuck. Damn it. I thought he was doing the same thing again. No! What is the... Hold on. I can't go to the options from here. Can I? No, I'd have to go back to the fucking title screen. Oh, what's the button for history? Court record. Hear me out? I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous, but we do what we have to. We do what we must around here. Where are key bindings, man? Court record, profiles, evidence. I'm sorry, is there no, like, conversation history? Cancel, press, options, return to title, move cursor, rotate evidence, court record, profile. Well. Who knows what he said there? I'm so sorry. He said something. Probably something relating to SL9. It has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killer case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Ow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. I'm so sorry, my voice is dying, dude. The fucking Gumshoe just killed me earlier. Oh, okay. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science... Huh? Yes, of course! Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this! Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know? I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? I don't know about that. Oh, let's get going! One last investigation! Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yeah, I remember that as well. Let's go check that out, shall we? Oh, Angel's gone. I would like to go to the police department entrance. And then I will then go to the guard station, followed by, finally, the evidence room. Oh, who's in here now? February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I don't know, that one? The index finger, I guess? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. It's starting to get that sparkle in our eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! Exciting, I know? Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. This was originally a DS game, right? So I bet this was like some microphone shit where you had to use the stylus to sprinkle the powder and then blow into the microphone on it. That's kind of fun. It's goofy, all right? I'm a little bit here for that. Ow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. I will sprinkle a bunch of... Oh, man. I could just really use this shit. I want to make absolutely certain. You never know. Like, what if there are fingerprints over here? Hold on, we gotta really make sure. Hold on. Almost, I think we're, okay. I think we're good. Actually, a little bit more. Maybe like a little bit more here. And then like a bit, something, you know, like, it's like almost, but then like, yeah, perfect. I don't think I really see a fingerprint here. Aha, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely, it seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clean print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Probably there. All right, look, I already did the bit. We don't need to do it again. Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, I guess it's not good enough. Sorry. The one time I didn't decide to cover the whole fucking thing. Yeah, there we go. Bro, what do you want from me? How? Fine. I see how it is. I'll use the whole damn bottle if I have to. I don't know why. I joked about it last time and I wanted to save you all from having to do this again, but the game won't let me. There we go. Hey, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprint would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Probably Gumshoe's, if I had to guess. Yeah, I mean, it's not Damon Gantz. It's not Mike Meekins. Marshall Goodman. Yeah, it's Gumshoe's. But I want to look at everyone's fingerprints. Hold on. Who all is in this fucking registry? God damn. They are clearly Mr. Gumshoe's. What the? Oh, it's like a whole... Look at this comparison chart. Comparison complete. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Hey, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yeah, right over here, baby. So how do I do this? Do I just... I guess I have to examine here again. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. We'll leave it be. I don't think we need it. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? we only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Okay. I mean, I'll just look here. Where there wasn't blood. Maybe they only wiped the blood and not the whole area, right? This is my thought process. Damn it, man. How specific do you want this to be? It's so picky about it, man. Really make sure we get enough here. There we go. That looks pretty close. No, not a good. No match found. Okay. I thought it was his, but just rotated. It's definitely not Meekin's. Oh no, it's Marshall's. It's absolutely Marshall's print. All right, they're not gonna rotate the prints on me. Got it. Understood. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Huh, what was he doing in here with a bloody handprint? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Oh, to be continued. Whew, that was a long one. We learned a lot here, though. Like, we learned a lot of stuff here. So anyway, this is where we're gonna end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you look down in the description, you'll find a link to the official store page. You can get the game for yourself if you want to do so. If you made it this far with me, I really, truly appreciate you. And I also appreciate you being patient with me as my voice fucking dies doing all of this. But I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night or whatever time it is for you, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.